The Devizes Road Cemetery in Salisbury is one of a number in the country that are becoming overcrowded. With sites like this one and the London Road Cemetery due to reach full capacity as soon as next year, locals could be facing a problem. But Salisbury City Council appear to have found a solution.
This cemetery was opened in 1856 and there are about 14,000 interments here, that's burials and cremations. And the problem we've got here in Salisbury is that all these cemeteries that were laid out by the Victorians are full up. And the story is, since the mid-1980s, we've been looking for a new site to develop a new cemetery for the people of Salisbury and the surrounding South Wiltshire area. It's very, very complex. You've got to have good public transport routes. For obvious reasons, you need to have the appropriate drainage. We don't want to be in a city centre, retailers don't want to be near us, but we need to be accessible to where people live.
The plans to build the new cemetery have been ongoing for some time and now look like they'll go ahead just in time to compensate for the filling up of the other cemeteries.
2 years ago, we identified a site at the top of Devizes Road on the edge of Fugglestone there, where the new houses are being built. We've secured that site. It's a developer contribution, so they are gifting the City Council the land, and we are now in the process of putting in a planning application to develop the site. I'm hoping that that planning application will go through in the next month or two.
The hope of the City Council is that it will serve generations to come and will be inclusive for everybody and accessible to all in the area.
It's a site that is going to be a place of rest for everybody from all faiths and none. There will be a Muslim burial quarter, there will be a part of the site reserved for children and infant deaths, but very much it will be a site, as indeed all of our cemeteries to date are, where all members of the community are welcome to be buried. And it won't just be available to Salisbury residents, but we also will be making the site available to South Wiltshire.
But what do the people of Salisbury think, given the number of cremations as opposed to burials that now take place in the country?
I think people want to be looked after at the start of their lives, when they're giving birth to children, and also at the end of their lives. It's very important that there's somewhere they can go for funerals and funeral care, and I think a new cemetery area is a very good idea.
Well, it's a good idea. If they need more room, got to put people somewhere. Whatever you have is going to cost, isn't it? So if they need it, they need it.
Sounds like a good idea to me. If the other one is full to capacity, then we obviously got to, haven't we? Got to have one.
If people want to be buried and there's no room, why not? Not for me though.
My family are going to lean towards cremation, but my mother was adamant that she wanted to be buried, and I could, grant that wish, and I think that is the important thing.
In this country, we have the highest rate of cremations in Europe. About 92%, sometimes even more in urban areas, of people choose to be cremated. But this is all about offering residents a choice and making sure that we can respect the wishes of those people and their families.
As for the cost of the project, the City Council are confident that the money spent will be recouped.
Although this will cost a significant amount of money to set up in terms of the boundary treatment, the improvements, the shelter, all the other things that I've talked about, probably we're talking with a budget of £450,000. We believe that we can recover that money for the taxpayer through burial charges over a period of about 20 to 25 years.
The new site will be built at the avenue towards Wilton, with work taking place over the next year. Tom St John, That's TV.